Brittany Adams here.
Princess Lee Adams here.
And we are the Adams Apples. Welcome back to our channel.
Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe.
Also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you are notified every time we post a new video.
We are so excited for today's video. So without further ado, we are about to get straight into our video today.
Today we are doing a little story time. We're going to take you guys on a trip down memory lane. As we are not born and bred in Durban, we actually originate from Johannesburg, and so today is all about letting you guys in on where we come from, the journeys we've been through, and how we ended up in Durban.
Yes, so many moons ago, I don't even know how many years, but it was quite a while ago.
I think like 10 years ago.
Yeah, could be 10. But I remember my grades because I was finishing grade 6 in Johannesburg. So my sister and I are originally born and bred in Johannesburg. We used to live in Boksburg South. So anyone who's watching who lives in Boksburg South, woo-hoo! So we used to live in Boksburg South, and we did we were born there. We did our entire schooling, not entire.
Sunwood Park Hospital. Shout out to the nurses that brought us here.
So yes, we were born in Johannesburg, and we decided to make the move to Durban when I was finishing grade 6 going to grade 7, and my sister was grade 5, I think.
Yeah, when we were moving, I was coming to Durban and going to be in grade 5, and it literally all started with my mother, who is from Durban, the Wenties. She is from the Wenties. Also, y'all, the number of subscriptions is not matching the number of views. We asking you nicely, help us out. It's not hard to just the subscribe button.
Guys, please subscribe.
Come on, you. We're big now.
Amen, we're big now.
Okay, let's continue. My mom, who is from the Wenties, from Durban, and my father, who grew up and was basically living the life in Johannesburg, had us, and we stayed in Johannesburg for the longest time, and then we moved to Durban.
So my dad's family predominantly lives in Johannesburg, and my mom's family predominantly lives in Durban. So my parents made the decision after many years of living in Joburg that we're gonna make the move and move our whole lives to Durban, to the 031.
Yeah, it was super tough. Well, for me, I know when I was like a young one, obviously all your friends are in Joburg, and like my family was there, so it was tough for me to like grasp the fact that we're moving to a whole new city because we were about to become the new girls. And I mean, we changed schools many a time. It was just like chopping and changing. It was super tough.
I think also as kids, your parents tell you, okay, sit you down, we're gonna be moving, and you think, oh, fun. Like as a child, you think, oh, it's gonna be moving, but you don't realize that your entire life changes, friendship circles changes. And
for sure.
When my mom and dad have best friends in Johannesburg, and we grew up with their children from like the time that we were like, we actually call them our aunties and uncles, because of how like
to say friends is like doesn't do justice
to the standard of relationship that we had.
had.
So initially my best friend LaShawn and I, we like the day we were leaving, I remember crying my eyes out. Bawling my eyes out, and the car was so full because we had the stuff that obviously couldn't go in the moving truck came in our car, like extra clothes and stuff like that came in the car, you remember? And the car was like packed to like the rafters. It was so full, like the taxis that go from Howard College to the Bluff or Wentworth, that's how full.
Little disclaimer, everything that we are talking about in this video is based on our personal experience, and I mean the things that we are going to discuss, we're not saying that this is everyone's experience in the world. This was our experience, this is what we went through, so just a young disclaimer.
Yes, so we lost that, not lost, but we had to leave that friendship behind in the process, and other friendships with our closest friends in the interim. So it was Devin, Daniel, LaShawn, and Shaden, and the like 6 of us were inseparable.
And I think like every Sunday we like used to tell our parents like, okay, so whose house are we going to this Sunday? So obviously we made really, really good friends, but as much as like distance separates us now, because we obviously live in Durban, they still in Johannesburg, I feel like no matter the distance, we never really lost that connection. Vele, it was just like, you know, we were growing up, and also trying to grow up knowing that we can still maintain a relationship no matter the distance.
Yeah, but I think as children we didn't understand like that particular
initially.
Thing my sister was just saying about maintaining the friendship. We didn't obviously realize it because we were smaller, but now obviously we are older, so
now we get it.
Yeah, we get it, and we also understand now that we are older why my parents made the move. And I think for me, I speak for myself personally, I don't think I would have been the person that I am today if we hadn't made this move. I think the struggle that we went through, because obviously my parents, my dad, both parents were unemployed when we got here. Then my dad ended up getting employment, and my mom was still unemployed. So those dip of the change of life that you were used to from Joburg time,
from knowing like every Friday is takeout day, and to coming to terms with that mommy is making dalgos and we're about to have that dalgos for the next 3 days. You gotta make that food stretch because it's a long ass month. And so, daddy is the only one who was working, my mother wasn't working, so we just basically had to, you gotta make ends meet somehow. So.
And I think that molded us and shaped us as people. And I also think my parents were an amazing support system during that time. Like they reassured us every step of the way that it was gonna be worth it. And as a child, I remember thinking, I think we may have made a mistake in moving. But now, I honestly, I swear to you guys, I couldn't be happier. And I think even in the move, my sister and I's relationship just grew in leaps and bounds.
Stronger.
Because when you move to a new school, well, for me, I don't know about her, but I was in grade 7, everybody had made friends, everybody knew each other from grade 4, they were like close, and you were just there like new girl. And then you obviously, it's challenging for any student. Student period, whether you knew or not, but if you are new, it's a new kind of territory that you're stepping into. So I know in grade 7, like we went on a grade 7 camp, and I was like still like in between friends. I didn't know if I like could trust those people or not. But I also think that particular journey for me really helped me as an individual. I think I came out good in the end.
And it changed the way we talk, because believe it or not, we didn't used to talk like this. No. We were from Joburg, Boksburg. We grew up in areas like Sunwood Park, Reiger Park, Mondio. So for us, talking like this was weird in Joburg, because, okay, let's do a young accent challenge. Just to show you all how we used to talk, right?
Let me just side note this story, right? So when we first moved here, my auntie Moira, shout out to you, Auntie Moira, we were studying at her place. I think my parents were at a church meeting or something like that.
We went on a trip or
something like that. So we were studying by Auntie Moira's house, and my sister was in the room studying, and she was studying geography. So I remember so clearly, and Auntie Moira reminds my sister of this day all the time.
And mind you, we were like fresh out of Joburg.
So I remember when my sister turned 21, and she said something, she had mentioned this, and it was hella hilarious. So my sister was in the room studying, and she was studying geography, like I said, and she was like naming, like, I think it's countries. I'm bad at geography, by the way. So naming them.
Whatever
so she's like,
I was studying at that time.
So she's like, Madagascar in Kenya, and it was so funny. Anyways, we're about to do the accent challenge.
Just a young accent challenge to demonstrate how we used to talk versus how we talk now.
This is basically not to with anybody, and nobody talks like this. We used to talk like this.
We used to talk
this
like
is just basically us doing an accent challenge of
how we
us
used to talk.
And new. I'm not saying we are acting, we are fronting, because sometimes we were saying pajamas, but it's just the way pajamas. Yes, it's just the way it comes out at the time, you know. So Guys,
do-
this is how we used to talk. So this is our experience as for the accent challenge.
Right. I'll do Joburg. My sister
Durban.
will do Durban. Right.
Yeah.
So we used to say things like, I need to go to the car.
And Durban says, I need to go to the car.
Yo, it is hot. Open up the window.
Yo, it's so hot.
Yo, I'm hungry.
I'm so hungry. I'm skraal.
Wakijn ouwens. Hoe gaan het met Lighty?
Lekker. Guys, I'm so bad at slang.
At this point, but it's when we became so like intertwined with the culture here in Durban that like even the way we started talking started changing.
Yeah.
So it's not to say, well, now this is a front. It's just that we changed cities.
Also, like how am I still saying simple things like key and key, window and window. And all this, that's how we used to speak. Like small things like that. Also, at school, teachers be correcting you, like, that's not how you say it. That's not how it's supposed to be said, for example. And our family is predominantly Afrikaans, so certain words not be sounding the same in English and Afrikaans. So yeah, that's the reason for our accent
We
change.
bilingual.
So that's the reason. Also, our cousins all spoke, you can say, a softer English, not that Afrikaans type of English. So eventually you just go with the flow.
Just
And like in Joburg, not that we speak like being Joburg again. If we do go and visit or whatever, we speak like how we speak now, like normally.
This is
Normal, yeah.
And they'll be like, you're Chinese.
You're changed.
You never used to talk like this.
So yeah, we speak. I wouldn't say proper, but we speak, I should say, softer now. So window, pajamas, like.
But either way, however you talk,
That's how you talk.
that's how you talk, and we're gonna accept you like that.
Yes.
So yeah, I think the basis of our story was just that we moved from Joburg to Durban, and basically life humbled us big time because we went from having almost like everything to having practically, I wouldn't say nothing, but to having less. To having less than what we are used to.
Yeah.
So it's obviously just by God's grace that we are able to literally say today that we made it. We are who we are. There's so much more still for us to do and to grow in.
Definitely.
So yeah,
I also feel like our experience has shaped our character and who we are as individuals today. And I can truly, like I said previously, like I don't think we would have been the same people that we are now. So I'm really thankful for this move and the humbling experience that it was. And so my encouragement to everyone watching is that if you are in the midst of your experience season, learn what you can, take it in, and don't allow it to make you bitter, but allow it to make you better.
Every day is a work in progress. So
Yeah.
whatever you whatever you're going through, grow through.
Wow, I'm talking poetic justice. Poetic justice. Whoa. Okay, guys.
Okay, thank you so much, guys, for joining in on our very young story time. It was really nice to let everyone know how our life's journey has been.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to continue growing.
I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Once again, guys, if you're viewing, please take the time just to tap that subscribe button and subscribe to our channel, and keep on watching, guys. Keep on watching.
Bye.
Bye.